Okay, discomfort zone. Yeah, I want to talk a little bit about discomfort zone. We usually use the term comfort zone, which, well, it's out there. We all know what it is. And I don't particularly like it. I think comfort zones can be extremely dangerous. And of course, well, we all like to stay, on the couch and, eat some chocolate, watch Netflix or whatever and chill, right? We all need a little bit of comfort zones. But that zone cannot be big or cannot be out there all the time because we need discomfort. And what do I mean by that? I don't mean that you need to be in pain or need to face near death experiences, even though sometimes those are life changing. But I think a discomfort zone is everything, it's put yourself in a tough or challenging situation in your perspective, right? For example, I am extremely afraid of heights. So whenever I try to push through, whenever I try to go hiking in a, I don't know, peak, a very steep peak, I get extremely scared. Maybe for some people that's not a discomfort zone, that's a comfort zone. They love it, they are not scared, so they're not gonna get anything out of it. I will. Another thing, traveling to a new country, that's something that I have been doing a lot, right? Going to new countries alone that I don't know anything about, right? This can be considered a type of discomfort zone, right? Because I don't know the language, I don't know anyone there, I don't know the traditions, the customs, and maybe even how expensive it's gonna be, right? We can do some research, but once we're there, then we know, oh, okay, maybe it's a little bit more than I thought, right? Those are all discomfort zones. But at the same time, right, I'm listing situations that are very difficult, but out of those situations that I got the best of life. Whenever I think about my fondest memories, they all came through a type of discomfort zone, a type of challenge that I was able to push through, to achieve, to bear, right? I remember I was in Laos and I was completely alone there. I didn't know anyone. I didn't know anything about the country at the time, right? And I started to learn the language. I started to get acquainted to some locals. I started to travel around. I had learned how to motorbike in Thailand, so I was already prepared to do that in Laos. Imagine, when I went to Thailand, I didn't know how to motorbike, so I couldn't go around places. Once I was already in Laos, after a year, I was ready to drive around Laos alone. So all of those are discomfort zones. And I'm not saying that you need to travel to find your discomfort zone. You can do something different in your city. Try to learn a new skill. Try to learn maybe a new martial art. That can be very scary when it's your first class, right? Well, practice jiu-jitsu, practice kickboxing, practice judo, right? That can be kind of frightening. Oh, it's a contact sport, probably gonna get hurt. But just try it. You might love it, right? Or go for a run. Go running. A lot of people fall in love with running, but they had to go running for the first time to actually understand this love. And I see that a lot of people are wasting their time by thinking about what's going to happen, by thinking about a possibility that could be bad without even trying, right? There's even a quote, I don't know if it's Seneca, it's a Stoic philosopher that he says, we suffer more in imagination than in reality. And that's true, right? I'm not sure if it's Seneca, but whatever, I'm gonna edit it, so it's okay. But that's completely true, right? We haven't even tried to do something and we think, oh, it's gonna be hard, it's gonna be difficult, it's gonna be dangerous, it's gonna be scary. I am not able to do it. How could you know, right? So if I think about a huge chunk of my life in which I wasn't actually trying to do anything different or pushing myself to do anything different, my memories are kind of stagnated. I'm not able to pinpoint amazing moments. But now, I've been traveling for almost 2 years alone, doing my stuff. Sometimes I have people around, people that I met throughout the process, but I started everything alone. And it's even hard to pinpoint now, but in the other way, there are so many amazing memories that to put them all together, to rekindle all of them can be even challenging. And that's beautiful. I have a lot of things to think about. And I'm not this type of person that I want to talk about my trips to people that I know. No, I don't care. Those memories are for me. If someone asks me, hey, what do you think about Malaysia? I can talk about it. But I don't have the desire, the feeling of, oh, let me share everything that I saw. Let me talk about my trip. Let me talk about the places that I went to. It doesn't matter. That's for me. But that makes me extremely happy. I cannot put into words how happy it makes me. The fact that I was able to push through, to bear all of those fears, to go through all of that, and to be able to do it. To now see that traveling alone in remote places that people don't talk much about, it's actually very easy. And it's very simple to do, right? And then, of course, you can think, wow, that's not that simple. Yeah, but you won't know unless you try. And I'm not saying, again, that you need to travel. You can find your discomfort zone in many different ways. You can try to, you can try a different type of activity. You can study a different thing. You can maybe try to find a new job, right? Try to do something different. It's like, oh my God, how am I going to quit your job? I'm not saying, hey, just quit your job. I know life is difficult. We need to take care of our fiduciary situation, but plan it. Try to plan it. Try to make the best plan that will allow you to change your job or to quit your job. And then you go through another discomfort zone, because we don't have a lot of time here. Our life is extremely ephemeral. So the more discomfort zones you find, you're going to have a better comfort zone in your mind, because you're going to be happier. You're going to rekindle all of your moments, which are basically us. It's what represents us. It's our essence. It's our core, our memories. It's our life. So if you're able to look back in life and say, oh, I've done that and that and that and that, and oh, I tried that. That was hard. It didn't work, but I tried. You're not going to have regrets. You're not going to be scared of actually getting old, of actually maybe facing death. So I always tell people, try to force yourself to actually be in a discomfort zone, because comfort zones are very dangerous. We don't see time passing by, but oh boy, time flies. Time passes by so fast that every year it seems that it's even faster, right? Like, oh my God, we are in August 2024. That's when I'm recording this video. It's just insane to me. But if I think about all of the former months of 2024, from January to August, and everything that I have done, oh my God, I am so grateful. I cannot complain about anything. And I have been in constant discomfort zones every single day of this year. And I love it. I cannot be more grateful for my life. So try to do something new. It doesn't need to be something absurd, extraordinary, something that will impress people. You just need to impress yourself. Once you impress yourself, nothing matters. Nothing else matters. Try to do something that you have been postponing. Even if it's learning chess. Chess is amazing. You don't need to be Magnus Carlsen, but yeah, try to look for your own discomfort zone and get the best out of it. Thank you.